All right, what's going on, people? It's your boy Will, your host again this week for a two-man Marvelite podcast. And what's up? We have my regular co-host for the past couple shows, Mikey. What's going on, man?
What a dooski. Glad to be back here again on the Marvelite, talking all things Marvel.
First of all, we have, it's not really a rumor, but there's an interview that went down, and someone, no, not an interview. Stan Lee is apparently like neighbors with Leonardo DiCaprio, and rumors have been floating around about Leo doing that Joker spinoff movie. But apparently, Leo said he would actually be interested in doing a Stan Lee biopic movie if anyone ever wanted to like do that as a thing. And I think that's pretty cool. I think they're just casually like talking about it, and Stan's like, well, we'll give, if we ever do it, we'll send you an audition. But I mean, what do you think about it?
Oh, that's so funny. They're just kind of shooting the shit, eh?
Yeah, I think so. From the article we were looking at, they're just kind of talking, shooting the shit, and everything.
On the surface level, it almost just seems like it's just kind of a joke because they're neighbors. And when I was like, oh, I could totally do that. But actually, going and thinking about it, I could totally see that being a thing.
I could too, because they both kind of have slick back hair.
Like he's like Stanley in his as he gets to the age he is now, and we see him progress through. I could totally see him in that role. And for some reason, without all the cocaine and all the other stuff, The Wolf of Wall Street, like that's a biopic, is it not?
Yeah, it is. Well,
so I could see a similar. I could see a similar style with him as Stan Lee to that, and I feel like it could work.
Yeah,
I feel like he's got the charisma and he's got the acting chops, obviously, for it.
The weird thing is that Tom Holland actually looks like Stan Lee when he was like in his 20s.
Oh my gosh, they just want to get Tom Holland for as much things as they can.
Like it's just a really weird coincidence. I think someone had a side by side photo. I think at least that one is accurate. I could be wrong, but the one I saw, I'm just like, why do they look so much alike? And like it was kind of creepy.
Oh my gosh! And if you think about it too, they've been neighbors probably for a little while, so you can get some pointers or something. Yeah,
like they're around each other enough. But I think Leo would do a good job if they ever pursued it. Which I think honestly, I think Stan Lee should get one. We've seen biopics for literally.
Well, there is a Stan Lee movie in the works, is there not?
Is there?
Yeah, was there? I could have sworn that was announced.
Like the dude's 94 and still hanging in there. New Edition has a biopic, a fantastic one at that, and all six of them are alive, like still dancing. They're on tour right now, and they got a biopic. Like TLC has a biopic, and 2/3 of them are still alive. Everybody's gotten biopics.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Stan. I think it's just a matter of time. I think everyone, his influence is so much more known now ever since the superhero movies have blown up. He's such like an icon, so it's bound to happen. I think Leo would be a solid choice, at least as a contender.
I think he'd be good. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of when what's his face got cast for Han Solo, and everyone's kind of like, you picked the wrong guy.
Aldrich.
Aldrich,
whatever his last name.
Aldrich Einrich.
I
don't have his name right.
It's a hard one to pronounce. I remember I was doing a news flash video one day on him, and I had said it like 20 times trying to get it right.
Normal up your name, but no. So aside from that, Stan Lee actually did say recently, I think the source was from comicbookmovie.com or comicbook.com, talking about that he thinks that eventually Marvel will get the rights back to X-Men and the Fantastic Four, which I kind of believe him. I think it really is a waiting game.
They're just going to hold it out, huh?
I honestly think that's something that they would do. That at least seems like a plan that Feige would do. Like,
yeah, Feige does seem like he would much want to go just like wait for them to mess up. I think eventually they'll get it, but at the same time, we have Sony's, these companies that are really, persistent, and they want to keep these rights, and Fox, who will make a shitty movie just to keep the rights, and Sony, who will make fast track franchises just so they don't go back to Marvel. So they want money at the end of the day, and they will make money. So I see them still doing it for as long as they can.
And I don't think it'll be soon, but like think about the development hell that Ant-Man went through, like from before it was in the MCU to it actually being kind of pushed in there, and them dropping Edgar Wright and everything that went down with that. Just kind of
So I think eventually, I don't think yes, they will.
Yeah, but Marvel's not afraid to like wait. I don't think they're clamoring for. I don't even think they're clamoring so much for the properties as much as they are specific characters.
So pretty much Marvel's just like waiting for them to get the people who have them to get tired of it. Just like, all right, take it back. Yeah, just give us a wad of cash and do whatever you want.
Like, I don't think it's so much that they want like a Reed Richards or a Professor X or a Cyclops.
Rather like a Doctor Doom. And
they want Doom, they want Kang, they want Silver Surfer. Like, they want maybe Super Skrull. Like, honestly, oddly enough, it's like the villains
which they got
that
now,
want.
I think.
Well, no, they have regular Skrulls. They
have Super Skrull, fam.
They do?
Yeah, it was on the San Diego Comic-Con, like when they revealed Captain Marvel. Like the one Skrull to the left was clearly Super Skrull, and I think a couple weeks after, the artist who commissioned it or did it, he even said in the hashtag Super Skrull.
That's right. We talked about it, and I think it was it's not the Super Skrull, but it's a Super Skrull. I think was how they like got around it.
Yeah, whatever you know.
It's a semantics thing.
Way they got around.
Yeah, it was a semantics thing because it wasn't the one that like everyone knows that has the Fantastic Four powers, but it was a Super Skrull.
Exactly.
So that sounds like something they would do, but I think they'd do it. I think they'd wait it out, but
the only thing I have though about that is I hope by the time, let's say they were hypothetically to get the rights for certain characters, whether it be villains or heroes, that the audience and the general just stories, I guess, in let's say the MCU, people aren't just tired of them, you know?
I don't think they will, and I think the only reason I think, because people say that superhero films are the modern westerns, I think the only reason superhero films are going to have way more longevity is because they do what westerns didn't or really couldn't at the time, and that's they focus more on they're learning to focus.
I thought you were going to say third acts with giant beams in the sky.
Also that westerners certainly did not have that, but I mean, like, Logan is very much like is kind of a western with comic book characters. And kind of
I see what you mean. They try and mix it up.
You have to give some tone to it, and then you can kind of make a pretty solid film. Like Homecoming was very much like that was a high school drama in the reign of It's not John Byrne. God damn it, I'm forgetting the dude's name. The famous director who did a bunch of '80s films, Breakfast Club, basically Breakfast Club type movies.
Oh yeah.
Or Ferris Bueller type films. Like that's the tone that one had. Yeah. But that's gonna be our show for this week. We have been your hosts. I am Will. You can find me on my social media, Will the Greatest, on like YouTube, Instagram, and all that shit. Mikey, where can people find you at?
Yeah, y'all can find me over on my YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram at FailWhale34.
All right. We've been the Marvelite Podcast. Don't forget to drop those questions down with the hashtag AskMarvelite and comment, and subscribe to our channel, Hybrid Network. We'll catch you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.